Hey, what's up? Matt Wyatt here. Alabama, Clemson, rematch of last year's championship game. Huge playoff game coming up in a few weeks. Here is something that Alabama must do better. They have to be better if they want to win the rematch. They got to be better on third downs. Last year in the championship game, Alabama was 2 of 15 on third down conversions. Let's take a look. Okay, when you take a look at some of the things that happened in this game, Clemson, a 35-31 win over Alabama. A big part of the game was third down conversions. Alabama was only 2 of 15 in this game on third down. That Clemson defense was outstanding. So total yards, Bama with 376 total yards, or 2 of 15. They still scored 31 points, a chance to win. The deal is the fourth quarter, Clemson outscored Alabama 21-7 in that final quarter. That's your difference in the game. Here's a 3rd and 11 in the first quarter of the ball game. And it wasn't a thing where all night they're blitzing on third down. This is just 3 guys coming. They're kind of dropping into zone coverage. Alabama's trying to screen it to the field. And Alabama kind of wanted to have this tunnel screen coming back in the middle, but Clemson just defended it really well. And the biggest thing was a guy at the point of attack beats the tight end, gets there, makes a tackle on 3rd and 11, and gets off the field. Later on a 3rd and 10 for Alabama, they'd already converted a 3 and 1 back, or 3rd and 1 back here. Now they're out here 3rd and 10. They convert it running the football. And again, Clemson, 5 guys on the line of scrimmage. They were kind of guessing here, trying to twist over here to the field side, and then ball runs this way. So what they did defensively kind of helped the play. It was a good play call. And then the center's block on the linebacker sprung a long run, a 13-yard run, one of 2 third down conversions for Alabama in that game. They both came on the same drive. Later in the first quarter, and now it's 3rd and 13. Bama backed up. Clemson only going to rush forward, dropping in zone. Alabama's trying to get a couple of out routes up here to the short side of the field. Sort of. I mean, ball's sort of on that side of the field. And they just get a hand in his face. Guy bats it down, rushing off the edge in the face of the QB. So after all that zone and 3 and 4 man rush on third down situations in the first quarter, here it is 3rd and 17, and they switch it up. Actually going to bring 7 guys, sorry, not 8, but 7, with 4 down and 3 guys coming and manning it up on 2 receivers here, 2 receivers here. You know, quarterback feels it right away, knows he cannot block those 3 in the middle. One's coming free, so he's run out of there. So Clemson switched it up on a 3rd and 17 at the end of the first quarter. Again, these are examples, a few examples from the first half of last year's championship game. I'm going to look now at a few examples from the second half. It's not all their third downs. And again, I understand this is last year. You know, Jalen Hurts is a year older and more experienced this year. The teams are a little different. I get all that. But what I'm saying is, if you look, the last 2 losses for Alabama, last year against Clemson, this year against Auburn, it's the same story. Offensively, they were bad on third downs in both those games. 2 of 15 against Clemson last year, and I'll show you some stuff about the Auburn game this year. So when you look at the second half, same thing. Clemson, they didn't have to pressure a whole lot. A lot of 4 and 5 man rush. They just were getting off the field, and they kept Alabama in 3rd and longs throughout that game. Okay, switch it now to the third quarter. Here's a 3rd and 10. Clemson lines up with 3 guys with their hand down. The 4th is the end moving around. So it's a 4-man front, and it looks like blitz, but they're really only bringing 5 and still dropping guys in zone coverage in their secondary. So quarterback knows he can block 5. Hurts stepped up. Could he run? No, he decided to keep the football and throw it in the middle of the field. He's just got to have a guy make a catch. Now, this is a play that I think this year, a sophomore Jalen Hurts makes this play. One way or the other, he's going to step up right here. And I think this is a play that this year he makes. He probably runs the football out here, maybe picks up a block on the edge on a big third down, or he's a little more patient, lets his guy clear, and makes a throw that's up so he doesn't have to fall for it. And finally, another example, this is the fourth quarter. It's a 3rd and 7 in a really close ball game. Clemson has 2 linebackers on the field, so they're in a nickel package, that extra DB back here. And really keep your eyes on nose guard, who's going to pressure the QB. And Hurts makes the right read, takes the one-on-one vertical route out here that's open. But what he gets is just a little bit of late pressure in his face, and I think it causes him to just kind of pump it out there and overthrow what is potentially a big play. So Clemson got off the field again in 3rd and 7. So here's how the third downs versus Clemson break down in that title game a year ago. Just 2 conversions for Alabama. Both were runs on the same drive. And their passes that were completed on third downs, all 4 of them were short of the first down marker. And so you can see their struggles on third down. Now, here's the totality of it. They ran 15 plays, 45 yards. Hurts against Clemson, 4 of 9 on third down for 32 yards. He never converted a first down throw on the ball. They had 7 yards of loss rushing on third down plays, and 8 times were in 3rd and 10 or more. Compare that to their next loss, their only loss since then. That was Auburn. They're 3 of 11 on third downs in that game a few weeks ago against Auburn. Jalen Hurts was 1 for 5 for 4 yards, never completed a pass that converted a third down, and all of their conversions were Jalen Hurts running the football. So in their last 2 losses, there's a similar theme, bad third down offense. So the biggest thing you take away from this, in 2 years, these 2 losses for Alabama. Clemson last year, Auburn this year, bad on third downs on offense, couldn't convert, and didn't throw the ball very well on third down at all. Got themselves in too many third and longs, 8 different times against Clemson last year. They're in 3rd and 10 or more, and just didn't complete passes. And when they did, they completed it short of the chains. So you want to know the biggest thing offensively that they can tweak, or at least statistically, it's got to be better if they want to win the rematch. Third down conversions, stay on the field. Jalen Hurts, a year older, throw it better on third down. That's a big key. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like my Facebook page, would you? Hey, and also head on over to renaissancernation.com if you haven't seen that. You like this video, kind of an inside look at a certain niche or genre, and there's other genres there as well. renaissancernation.com. Head on over there and check that out. And before you're done clicking, go follow me on Instagram and Twitter. I'm Radio Wyatt. Appreciate that, and I'll see you next time.